So,
Yeah. And you know what? I mean, if you're going to put a team anywhere like that, if you're going to do anything first, wouldn't you go to like where they went last year, like Mexico City, which is right
or
there?
Toronto?
That's what I mean. Yeah. Wouldn't you go to that area?
I would agree. We do a Canadian, a North American team first.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you're going to internationalize, at least go close to home first, or go to Canada first.
Yeah. Well, again, what are you trying to do? What are they trying to do? Are they trying to make even more money?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah,
but you know what I mean.
Globalize it even more.
You're losing fans.
Well, and you're right. And now think about this too. With football in Europe, football is known as what is it known as here?
Soccer.
Yeah. So it's like I think they're trying to compete now almost with European football, which is soccer here.
See, here's the problem. Here's the problem with everything. Listen, here's the problem with everything American right now. Even with our entertainment, everything. We're trying to please and go out and branch out. What made us great and what made us is that we didn't care. You build it and everybody, let people come to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Exactly. You can't please everybody. Who cares?
Yeah.
And you watch the game but they know we're still going to watch. Yeah. That's what they know.
The diehard fans that
you
love
know
their
that
team,
there's no way I'm not going to boycott football.
Watch the Steelers. You're going to watch the Steelers every week. I'm going to watch the Bucks. You guys are going to watch the Cowboys.
Wait, I will say this. If the Cowboys left Dallas, I wouldn't watch football anymore.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. If the Bucks left Tampa, when they talked about the Bucks leaving Tampa, I said to buddies, I will never watch another football.
No, you know what I mean? That's the only thing that keeps me with the Cowboys.
What if you're a San Diego fan? I mean, that was, what do you do? I mean, that was the biggest sham.
I live in L.A. I live in L.A.
They don't need two teams that can barely handle one.
Yeah, well, they're playing, the Chargers are playing in like this, where the soccer team plays. It's only like 30,000.
Yeah.
San Diego was devastated because they were a great NFL team. They had fan support, but the owner wasn't invested in the city so much. Yeah.
He's horrible.
Yeah. And then, it took forever for LA because they couldn't even build a stadium. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say about the whole stadium thing, too, is they had a thing out with the people of San Diego. We're all going to donate like $1.
Yeah, they wanted to have it.
It was enough for him to build a stadium, and he said, Spano said, no, I'm moving to L.A.
Wow.
It just totally denied the people that made that team what it is.
Well, he's looking at it as a financial decision.
Yeah, but the fact that the NFL let that happen.
Yeah.
That's the biggest travesty. You're letting a guy, make a decision about the NFL about money.
Didn't they vote no? And he still moved
No,
the team?
they voted yes.
No, they voted yes.
Here's why it's a profit sharing. It's a profit sharing entity. So they're going to say, okay, look, let's roll the dice. San Diego is not really making that much money. If we get it in a bigger market and we get a bigger fan, we can leverage that more. It's easier to shoot. Because you got to remember, the reason why we even have football on TV is because of the Rams.
Yeah.
The LA Rams were like I believe were the first franchise in the 70s, like in the 60s and 70s. That was one of the main franchises for the NFL.
Yeah,
and it was in LA.
One out in the West Coast.
Yeah. I mean, that's really LA's team is the Rams.
Yeah.
Vince Ferragamo, remember him?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Brett Dreyer.
I completely agree. Yeah, the LA Rams belong in LA, and this is the guy who's my family's from St. Louis, and I'll tell you that right now, they belong in LA. They never should have even moved to St. Louis.
But they're seeing a double market play. But what's going to happen is like Giants and Jets.
They even had a movie star quarterback in the Rams.
And you've got
married to Jane Russell. What was his name?
I think
Warren Beatty.
No, it wasn't Warren Beatty.
No, that was remember that in Heaven Can Wait.
Yeah, but
he played for the Rams when he died.
Yeah.
Oh,
and he went back. Remember that movie?
Yeah, but I remember the Rams back when they first started out.
Played the Brian Piccolo story, right? Wasn't that him?
Yeah, that was Brian Piccolo.
Yeah.
James Conn. Yeah.
Ooh, I got to take a quick break. We'll come back on 1070 NBC Sports.
Hi, it's Newy Scruggs. Can't get enough of me
and Venice.
Welcome back to the Larry Timko Show on 1070 NBC Sports, broadcasting live from our Harbor Nissan Studios. Bret Ernst in studio with us.
Did it again.
I don't know why I keep doing that. You know why? Because I got Brent Jones stuck in my head. Yeah. That's why. Bret Ernst. Any relation to Al?
Just think of Brett like Brett Favre.
Yeah.
And then Ernst like Ernst & Young or Al Ernst. No,
yeah.
I've had like 5 people ask me that.
He's a regular.
Yeah, Al's a regular.
But we saw a picture of him on the wall at your spot, and he does have that Ernst head. Yeah. That big head.
Well, and he's got that sports legacy behind him, too, that you kind of have. He was a former jock, White Sox bat boy to a WWE wrestler.
Yeah.
Is that where his family's from, Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, he was a big
Well,
White
if he's got
Sox
family from Nova Scotia, Canada, then that would be my grandfather's side of the, my grandfather's family.
So you got to book them both, man, at the same time. That'd be something.
Well, we have
the All Ernst show.
If you look up Greg Ernst, you look him up. He's the world's strongest man, and he looks exactly like my grandfather did. So I got in touch with my family later on.
Nice.
I was my dad's side of the family. I was raised mostly by my mother's side.
Nice. So
but I was learning more about him. So we could have Al Ernst in the tree.
Nice. Well, I got to ask you, Brett. All right, what's the future looking like for you? Because I just heard you talking to your agent, talking movie deals.
No. That's something different. Right. Yeah.
Is that something you aspiring to do though, like movies?
Yeah. Of course.
And all that stuff?
Everything feeds itself. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it all feeds itself. Yeah.
What are your goals? Do you want a Netflix special? Do you want to?
Well, I just shot my own special right now, which we're trying to shop around. But yeah, absolutely, nice. I would like to get my own, Netflix stuff, which is possible. But you go to who gives you the better deal. Yeah. Netflix is pretty much just the place to be right now. That's again, the internet is changing everything. It's changing. That's why sports are the way they are now.
Even like Brad Pitt's doing Netflix movies now. It's crazy.
Dude, you have no idea. It's a sick amount of money.
Yeah.
I think, but they're going for huge comics now. Like they gave, I think, the Chappelle like $60 million for
2 shows though.
Two specials.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's doing 3?
Is it 3? And then Chris Rock got like 40 for 2 or something.
Oh, wow. Maybe he's got one unreleased yet.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he's only got 2 on Netflix right now. So I got to wait for that 3rd one because I like Dave Chappelle. I know, and they did one for the Amy Schumer, but that was horrible.
We're talking about like celebrities and stuff. Burt Reynolds was a running back. That's what we were talking about off the air there.
Really?
Yeah, an injury actually forced him from what could have been a promising career.
Yeah, knees, right?
Yeah, knee injury. Yep.
Wow. And I know Al Bundy played for the Steelers.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And Polk High.
Nice.
Dean Cain played for Harvard, I believe, and then the Redskins. You remember the guy who played Superman?
Superman, absolutely. Lois and Clark.
I played for the CW Post Pioneer.
Hey, at least you played. Did you start?
It was UCLA.
You said Al Bundy? You mean
Ed O'Neill?
Ed O'Neill?
Yeah.
Wow, he played for the Steelers?
Yeah, he was a fullback.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I knew he was an athletic dude, but I did not know he played for the... Yeah,
that's where the Polk High shit go.
No
dump it.
There's the dump button. It's all good.
You know why? I'm so used to doing podcasts.
Yeah.
You get comfortable. We record in the studio. I'm like, God, I forgot.
Well, now we're going to find out if the dump button really works. You're the first person who got to use it. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Al Bundy. Wow, yeah. Ed O'Neill. Yeah.
But that's why he kept doing the Polk.
Played for the Steelers. Wow,
Polk High stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Polk High stuff.
All right. I ran our last segment really long, so let me run our last break. We'll just come back and wrap things up on 1070 NBC Sports.
Hey, all season long, we big special.
Your new home for sports, Southwest.
Welcome back to the Larry Timko Show on 1070 NBC Sports, broadcasted live from our Harbor Nissan studios with Bret Ernst performing at Vasani's all weekend long. For tickets, log on to Vasani.net or call 629-9191. Bret's been mentioned Variety, Maxim, my favorite magazine, Entertainment Weekly, Rolling Stone. You're all over the place, Bret. It's pretty good.
Man, thanks, man. Yeah, those were a while ago. The best thing was the industry just put out a list this last time, and they did like the funniest 100 comics, and I didn't really care about those so much, but this one I really liked because it was the industry's people that know the comedy world, you know.
Nice. Eric, you need to update it.
So
What's that?
Top 100 comedians working now.
You're number 16.
Yeah,
wow.
Funniest. Definitely not earning.
Not earning. The earning potential will come, hopefully. Right?
Well, it's been 20 years already. I'm done.
No doubt. Well, I know you like you're a big fan of millennials, from what I hear.
I like I think they're a little soft, but I do like them.
Just a little.
I do like them though. I mean, I think everybody keeps crapping on them, but it's not like our generation was that great. You know what I mean?
Well,
and the baby boomers suck too. That's what I was yelling at them last night.
But our generation, we didn't have our hands held at every corner. You know, if you had a metal dump truck named Tonka, you cut yourself. Oh well.
But I'm saying, that's still not real toughing it.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, we could sit there and go, oh, when I was a kid, we had Slinky, or whatever. I mean, our grandparents, literally, my grandfather was driving trucks at 11. He was a truck driver at 11. I'm not exaggerating. There's a picture of him in a triple-breasted white suit with a fedora and a cigar, and he's like 13.
Yeah. So he probably thinks you're soft.
Well, I mean, they're gone. I'm saying that was a real generation. It all goes downhill from the baby boomers down. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's what I was telling them last night. I mean, now the baby boomers keep talking about the millennials. They're the only generation in American history that not only made it worse for their kids, but like twice as worse. They're the ones that bought up real estate to flip and make money with. You know what I mean? They took more. They gave us drugs and AIDS and cocaine, and you know they were the hippies and the communes, and now they're all like, you know, at least the millennials. The millennials are soft, but here's what I like about them is they're into like quality products. Like they brew their own beer. The restaurants are more organic. Yeah. But other than that, they're a bunch of, you know, P words.
I call that snobby.
With no knowledge of American history or the way the government works. But, you know, they make great beer.
Yeah, that's true. I guess you got to give them credit.
But I'm not a big fan of Gen X. I mean, you know, why? It was the same crap.
Well, look at what they brought us, vaping. Come on. you know, onesies for men. Rompers for men.
We really don't even know the effects of that on the long-term usage of it.
The man bun.
No, those hipsters got to go, man.
Oh, my God.
Talking about vaping. We don't even know really the
there's one thing I'll give them credit for, and that's the hacky sack.
Whoa! That's a farce claim. It's a farce claim.
Came up with the hacky
I was
sack.
smacking hippies on my campus. They were kicking hacky sacks in the 90s.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Me and my brother and his friends, we were kicking the hacky sack around.
That's been around.
All right.
That's been around a long time.
Just double checking.
No, it's
skaters across the country right now are frowning at you, Larry.
No, the whole thing is just, I mean, even the social media thing. Everybody's an expert.
Yeah.
Who were your idols growing up as far as comedy? Who did you look up to and like inspired to be?
I wouldn't say there was comics I looked up to. There was certain special. Eddie Murphy's Delirious is the one that got me in. Like I watched it as a kid, going, I can do that. I mean, that's what I'm doing now, but getting in trouble for. Mm-hmm. I liked Kinnison. I liked Dice's performance, but I know it sounds crazy. I love the art of stand up, but I'm not a fan of stand up comedy.
Really?
I don't watch it.
Oh wow.
I can't. I mean, I'll if I'm at a club.
Yeah, because you might. I hear that about other comedians because they're afraid they might pirate somebody's jokes inadvertently.
No, it's just it doesn't do anything for me. It's like I watch it and I analyze it. I mean, I'm also I'm a writer as well. I'm an option writer. I can't watch a movie without I know all what's coming.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you only have really 90 pages, you know, within the first 10. You know, there's things you look for. They setting things up. You could tell when they're giving you information. Yeah. They're purposely giving you this information to call it back later. It just ruins everything. That's why I can't watch movies. I can't watch stand-up TV. You criticize it. You can't enjoy it.
So what do you do for fun?
Well, for entertainment, I watch Cirque du Soleil. I can't do any of that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just in awe of it. You know, I can't analyze it, and I watch sports, man. Yeah. You know, even playing this, No, I'm saying there's nothing set up. Like for me, sports, I'm not one of those guys either where there's nothing more annoying to me. Like if you go to a boxing match or a UFC fight, and there's some guy yelling out, "Look at this whip," you know, P word and all that other stuff. You're like, dude, you wouldn't last a minute. Yeah. You fat, overweight. You know what I'm saying?
You won't. The dump button.
No, I'm just saying you won't last a minute. But it's the same thing when you watch people with sports. He sucks. You have no idea how good that person is. You couldn't do any of this.
It's like me with Kyle Korver. I think Kyle Korver sucks, but you know what? He's a hell of a lot better than I am.
Well, I'm saying he's still good.
Yeah, he's better enough. He's good enough.
Sucks is a strong word.
All right, be sure to check out Bret Ernst at Vasani's all weekend long. 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow? One tonight, 2 tomorrow. Log on to Vasani.net or call 629-9191. Bret was featured on Vince Vaughn's Wild West Comedy Tour, among many other awesome things. Guaranteed you're going to crack up. And, of course, great food specials, too. Pasta special starting at $10.95 and under, right? $9.95 and up. Okay, there we go. Get the menu and everything, Vasani.net. For Bret Ernst, Bill Siebert, and Eric Andreas, we don't see you in the future. We'll see you in the past year.
See ya.
I'm Jason Flom.